It is shocking. An inside look at some of the detention centers that will be caring for thousands, tens of thousands of immigrant children who have made their way from Central America into the U.S. in this incredibly hot summer heat. A center in Texas, there's one outside of Los Angeles, and one in Nogales as well. But can these children be properly taken care of inside these facilities? Are they equipped to handle the influx of children? The media has not been allowed in, but tonight we talked to somebody who has been allowed in. Fox 10's Nicole Garcia has been following this story all along, and she has more on what's going on inside Nogales, the holding center, and what they plan to do with these kids in the aftermath, basically.
That's right, Carrie. The Secretary of Homeland Security spoke out today saying that these kids are not going to get a free path to citizenship. They'll be transferred to Health and Human Services, who will decide if a relative here in the U.S. will get custody or if the child will get deported. Meanwhile, as you mentioned, the media is still barred from going into the Nogales facility where thousands of kids are being shipped. But we did speak with a woman who was allowed inside, and she likened the conditions to an animal shelter.
It felt like a dog pound. It had a warehouse concrete feel to it. When we walked in, you see cages, chain link cages with barbed wire fence.
Immigration activist Deedee Blase recently toured the Nogales facility with a group of other activists.
They looked scared. They looked tired. I think a shower probably could have helped, clean clothes.
She said many of the kids had not taken a shower in 10 days. Although portable showers and toilets were brought in, they were not being used because patrol agents still needed to set up a wire fence around them.
I see the morale is very depressing.
But she says the conditions in Nogales were better than the detention center in Texas. These photos, courtesy of Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar, show crowded and caged conditions. A more colorful scene at Port Hueneme in California, one of the long-term housing facilities where the kids will end up as Health and Human Services figures out where the kids will go.
HHS then acts in the best interest of the child, determines what is in the best interest of the child. Very often that means reuniting the child with his or her parent in the United States. That's what the law requires.
The Secretary of Homeland Security says despite the message that's going out to Central America, the kids who have come here in the last few weeks will not get amnesty or a path to citizenship.
I am not encouraging in any way, shape, or form illegal migration.
No, but what I'm saying is,
that's the message. Illegal migration is not safe. Illegal migration through the South Texas border is not safe. A processing center is no place for your child.
And even some who are pro-immigration want to spread that same message.
I mean, this is a death wish. For a parent, I wouldn't do it. I have kids. I wouldn't tell my kids to walk a scorching desert in the peak of summer. So the primary blame, in my view, are those parents.
And also today, Attorney General Tom Horne sent a cease and desist letter to federal officials telling them to stop the transfer of immigrant families here to Arizona or he will file a lawsuit. Reporting live, I'm Nicole Garcia, Fox 10 News.
Thanks, Nicole. Governor Jan Brewer is certainly no friend of the Obama administration, and she's upset with the president again for the way it's handled or mishandled this crisis. Earlier this week, she sent a letter to the president demanding that he put a stop to all of this. And today she sent similar letters to House Speaker John Boehner and Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. This afternoon, Governor Brewer appeared on the Mike Broomhead Show on KFYI and says this entire ordeal has her extremely concerned for the state of Arizona and for those children in Nogales.
I am so upset about this situation currently that I like you're almost on the verge of depression. Yeah. I'm not going to quit fighting. I'm going to keep writing letters and I'm going to keep making phone calls.
She's not the only one. As Nicole talked about a moment ago, Attorney General Tom Horne is threatening to sue the federal government over immigration that's not being handled and these children who are being dropped off by the feds in Arizona.